Hello and welcome to the Dragon Den. I'm King of Dragons 5000 and today I have another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Mattel WWE Defining Moments LA Knight. As we have a look at LA Knight out of the packaging, it's a very hit and miss figure in my opinion. Although I really do like the silver attire that he is sporting, the head sculpt is something a little to be desired. But there are still some things to like about this LA Knight figure. LA Knight will come with his entrance vest, 2 pairs of hands, as well as a microphone. Mattel has done an excellent job here with LA Knight representing his ring gear from SummerSlam 2023. The silvers, the blacks, and the yellows do a really good job contrasting one another, and it looks very good. As we take a look at the head sculpt, it's a very lackluster head sculpt for LA Knight. It really doesn't look like LA Knight in the slightest, and the expression that he has on is quite weird. Although the face printing is done very well and the beard is painted very cleanly, it just doesn't look like LA Knight. Add to it, his hair sculpt is also all wrong. Although it does have a nice sculpt to it, it just doesn't fit LA Knight. As far as his body goes, it's the same torso that we saw with that previous Elite LA Knight figure. The muscle definition is quite good on LA Knight and the sculpt work is actually very good. Add to it, he has this really rich skin tone, which I really do like on this figure. LA Knight is still going to have those rather muscular arms which do look good, and the muscle striation is sculpted nicely. He will have an elbow pad on his left arm this time and white wrist tape on the left side. And on his right arm he is going to have black wrist tape with some white tape along his fingers. LA Knight is wearing a pair of silver trunks with his LA Knight insignia on the front. On either sides we are going to have black triangles with these really nice yellow accents. And the back of his trunks will say LA Knight, which is painted very cleanly. Although I do like the legs they use for LA Knight, I do feel that they could be a little bit thicker as it really doesn't fit his body. He still will be wearing those black knee pads, which are done very nicely as they are the smaller style. And he's still going to be wearing those shorter ring boots which are done in black plastic. It will say LA Knight on the front and the back of his boots, and on the sides we have LA done in red. So overall the sculpt on this figure is done very well with the exception of the head sculpt. Although I will give credit where credit is due, the head is painted very cleanly as well as his ring tights. With the paint and details out of the way, let's compare LA Knight to our usual suspects. As he is part of the Mattel WWE line, LA Knight is going to scale nicely with domestic toy lines. However, he is going to be slightly too tall for true 1/12 scale. LA Knight will have a ball joint in the head. Arms swing out to the side and do a full 360. Swivel at the bicep and a double hinge in the elbow. Hinge and swivel at the wrist. LA Knight will have an ab crunch as well as a waist swivel. His legs will kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. He will have a double bend in the knee, a swivel in his boot, a hinge in the ankle, and rocker ankle. As LA Knight is one of my favorite wrestlers at the moment, I really do like getting his figures. However, there is something off about this one particular version. There's just something about the Elite version of LA Knight that the head sculpts never seem to sit right with me, and this one is probably the worst offender. I do understand what they were trying to go for, but it just doesn't look like LA Knight, and I think that's where this figure falls flat. The rest of the figure is actually done very well, as I really do like the accessories that they gave him. His vest is done very well and has a lot of great detail to it, and I love the fact they gave him his expressive hands. I'm not saying this is a bad figure in the slightest, just that this head sculpt kind of does bring this figure down. At the time I'm making this video, LA Knight is still available on Ringside Collectibles for a staggering $12. The base body is very good, and you can swap it out with a basic head sculpt, which is probably what I'm going to do with this version. So if you have $12 with shipping in your pocket, go ahead and pick up your version of LA Knight. And with that being said, thank you for watching another video here on the Dragon Den. But before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out the rest of my WWE videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. So until next time, my loyal Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. Yeah!